Well, we're in the game. Would you like to do the honors, Jorisar, and introduce these two players?
Most certainly, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top left-hand position as the green Terran player representing Team Empire, a gentleman, one of whose games cost me $180 worth of Korean barbecue at IPL 5. I will never forget it, and I'll tell you that story a little bit later. Guys, we have BeastyQT. And in the bottom right-hand corner, our Korean Protoss player playing for the team Most Valuable Player. We have none other than MVP Finale. And yes, his Twitter is +2Duck.
So, Akalon Waste is the map. PVT, and we've seen some awesome PVTs today, I think it's fair to say.
We have. Like, I think PVT is actually possibly my favorite matchup in Heart of the Swarm so far, just because I think it's really dynamic and exciting. And I love watching a lot of mini battles that can potentially occur all over the map at the moment, as opposed to one massive engagement, which can still happen, but we see a lot of potential multitasking. And I just feel like, on the whole, it makes for really exciting watching, and I really like checking out high-level PvT.
Now, I have been reliably informed that Duckdeok has actually formally changed his name to MVP Duckdeok from Finale, and that's from the Western Wolves manager, so thank you very much for Skyping me that, Titus.
Oh, thanks. Cheers, Titus.
So we know definitely for sure that's what it's done. Apparently quite a few of the MVP players have officially changed their nicknames come Heart of the Swarm.
Okay. I wish they would let us know a complete list or something so that we can keep a track of them, but that would explain it. So his name, of course, includes Deok, and his Twitter is +2Duck. So managing to work that out using our Super Sleuth skills here at the World Championship Series EU Qualifier. Barrack's about to finish now for BeastyQT. Of course, he had that gas for a little while already, so he already has enough gas potentially for a factory straight away. And wow, well, he definitely has enough gas for a factory straight away, because it has appeared at the third base of his opponent.
Now, this is a very, very fun build. This is game 2, if I remember correctly from the lobby, that we've jumped into.
Yes, it is, and we have got Duckdeok up 1-0 at the moment.
So this is sort of a, I don't want to say desperation move, but a very aggressive play style out of BeastyQT. He wants to try and end this game quickly, or at least do a lot of damage. Maybe, we don't know what happened in game 1, but I'm assuming it was probably a bit of a longer match, and he wants to try and put an end to it. Going to be going for some Marauders with Concussive Shell, a really nice timing push.
Oh, and this could end up... Oh, wow, he's actually... Oh, no, this is going to be a problem. He's floating the factory into the main base of Duckdeok, but guess what? There's a pylon already there, and he is going to spot the factory. There we go. And he's going to go, wait, hang on a second. There's a base in my base. That doesn't work very well at all. And an SCV attempting to come in to scout, but Duckdeok now can see that there's a random factory in the... Oh, can he? Dude, there's a factory in your base, man.
There's a factory, and he's definitely making...
responsible.
Okay, wait, he's, you know, pull it back, Duckdeok. Go on. Deok, do it, pull it. The Widow Mine is coming out, and we all know that once a Terran player makes a Widow Mine, Protoss players lose.
Okay, from the point of view of Duckdeok, he is green, because it's his own thing on the minimap. So I'm wondering if that means... Oh my god, and the Widow Mine makes it in! Okay, so he's green because on the minimap you are green, it's your first-person view. So when the factory landed, I think on the minimap he thought it was one of his own buildings, and now we can actually see it being attacked, but that was disastrous to allow that Widow Mine to get that close.
Luckily, there is a robotics facility nearly complete, so it's going to be chrono boosting like mad. The Widow Mine does detonate, though, and will go off on the Sentry. A massive snipe off there. Of course, the Observer needs to get chrono boosted very, very quickly, but the Widow Mine gets another kill. 3 probes go down, and that in itself is very, very good use, and already doing some nice damage. Meanwhile, we've got some Marauders attacking the natural nexus of Duckdeok.
This is absolutely bizarre game so far. BeastyQT, he is not going to be expanding off. He's making 3 additional barracks and a starport before the factory dies. Good choice there. And it looks like, yep. Ooh, the Widow Mine able actually to take out a Zealot before it goes down, and almost picking apart the Observer as well. This factory coming very close to dead. Is that Widow Mine actually going to make it out? Yes, it does, as the factory destroys itself with the parting shot. Oh, is he going to get the Observer? No, he almost gets it, but not quite, as he moves into the probe line, desperately trying to get a shot off before it dies, and it looks like he will be able to. Yes!
And they got 2 probes as well.
But still, 5 probes overall, and the worker supply is 29 for Duckdeok and 24 for BeastyQT at the moment. So BeastyQT is following this up with more all-in play. He's not going for an expansion. He's up to 4 barracks and that starport now as well. So this follow-up push has to win for BeastyQT.
So what started out looking like it would be a game-ending move, floating that barracks up into the vision of Duckdeok, turned out to actually be very beneficial. Those Widow Mines doing some really nice damage. And of course, this follow-up, Marauders, they've got concussive shells. Combat shield also on its way. Stim is complete as well. And you know what that means? That we should see some really, really nice fun here, because Duckdeok's going to have a tough time trying to defend this. The proxy pylon hasn't been seen, Josa. The proxy pylon coming down is just out of vision of these Marines.
Oh, and that could end up being huge. BeastyQT not really doing too much scouting on his half of the map at the moment. He's so close to seeing that pylon, but won't be able to.
So the Observer sees these Marauders, all of the Marines, knows what's coming in, sees the SCV train on its way, and this is an all-in. So, here we go.
All right. Knock, knock, choo-choo, GG. Is it actually going to happen? Beastie has no choice. He has to win with this engagement. Otherwise, he will be going home.
There are 2 Immortals out as well for Duckdeok, and that means that he does have a relatively good defense, activating Photon Overcharge very quickly, but the Medevacs, 2 of them loaded up with units flying straight into the main base. There's only Zealots there to try and defend this, and Duckdeok pulling back a lot of his units, but that means, of course, that the remaining forces of BeastyQT can walk up the front. More reinforcements on their way in. This is going to be a tough hold.
It really is, and that pylon that spotted the factory before is now going to spot this double drop. The rest of the army coming in now, but Photon Overcharge is active on the Natural Expansion Nexus, and this drop trying its best to micro against these forces. Can he pick off the Immortal? Yes, he can, but he needs to get out very soon. Can he? Oh, very nice micro. They're picking up individual units with this medevac, and it looks like he's going to be able to break through. He still has a massive army out front, including with some SCVs that he wants to try and push in with. Another Immortal has come up, and there we go. The rest of the army. Can Beastie actually do it? This is as all in can get. The army supply 43 to 33 at the moment. Probes being pulled by Duckdeok in the natural. He knows this is a very clutch situation to be in. The army in the main now going into the probe line, killing off a lot of probes as well. I think